come. Can't you see it in my face? A demon living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. You can't escape. No one understood the world that I was making. Look me in the face and tell me I was faking.
Oh, hold on. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to the 7th episode of Esma's Beginnings. The search for the King's Secret. Since we have some new players this week, I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves and the character they're playing. I will just go to my right as the picture that I am seeing. So we'll start with Patrick.
Hi, I'm Patrick, and I'm playing Lucid, a human cleric of the Stormlord. And I've shot a lot of laser bolts.
And we'll go down to Melody.
I'm Melody. I play Missy Jones. I am an Asmar Ranger.
Over to Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. This is my first time here. My character will be introduced in this episode. I'm playing Brayden. I am a halfling cleric.
And Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'll be playing Otto, a human druid, and he will also be introduced in this episode.
And finally, Tina.
Hi, I'm playing Esma. I'm a Genasi rogue. Sorry, I got too many. But it's a Genasi rogue.
Esma does too many things at one time.
Yes, she does.
So, and to give people a tiny bit of background, last episode, after kind of successfully completing a interlude with an amber dragon, Esma and the group headed to the capital city. They're actually on Esma's home island. But when they got to the capital city, they found things in ruins thanks to the amber dragon. The group headed to Esma's family castle to find most people dead. But the queen and her consort were nowhere to be found. So they searched the grounds. In process, Esma found a childhood friend who is now working as the stable master on the grounds. um, they talked to Ben, a ghost in the castle, who told them that the queen was rather unceremoniously and roughly escorted out of the castle by her consort. So the group took off back to the port city because they have a galleon of their own now. And they found out that the Queen's escort also had a ship and called the King's Secret, and it had most recently left the dock. So after replenishing supplies that the crew had eaten and drank, including all the alcohol on the ship,
We were gone 3 days. They drank all of it.
you have a crew of 6 people. In 3 days, they ate all your food and drank all your booze. So while supplies were being purchased for the ship, the crew made ready to leave to chase the king's consort. Oh, and side note, a small package that Esma purchased did arrive on deck. The first mate signed for it, and when you guys returned to ship, he walked up to you and handed it to you and said, "What in the world is this?"
Fun stuff. Fun stuff.
So tonight's episode opens with the 2 ships out at sea, and on the last episode, one of you heard a faint whisper of a scream. It was the queen screaming from quite a distance away. And so
That way.
now the chase begins.
You mean I can't play with my new toys? Aw.
You can do whatever you like because it's going to take several days for you to catch up if you catch up. And the party is still getting used to being on ship because things don't generally go well when this group gets on a ship.
Yes. Well, I know what Esma's doing. She's playing with Jared. With all her new toys.
Uh, um,
I won't go
let's
into
see.
detail, but you can use
No.
your imagination on it.
Well, I want a charisma roll from Esma
Alrighty.
to see if Jared, to see how things are going between Jared and Esma with her new toys, as it were.
Okay, I'll just do D&D. It might be on.
Your dice hiding from you.
I got a 20. Oh, no, 19. 19. This was only 2 on this one.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm not playing the loot. Never mind. Yeah, 19.
No, it seems like Esma and Jared are having an interesting time. Although it's making some noise and the rest of the crew is wondering what in the world's going on.
A lot of thudding and screaming.
Oh, I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
Which you guys hired the crew just fine. Which one of you is the captain of the ship? Which one of you is actually driving the ship?
Esma wants to play, so she's not driving the ship.
I was going to say, apparently not Esma.
Evan's not, but yeah, okay.
So,
I'm the captain.
so Lucid's gonna be the captain, huh?
I stole his hat and everything.
Okay.
That makes sense because he took his quarters too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's gonna take the quarters, he has to be the captain.
Okay. You even have the actual outfit with the frilly shirt and the coat and the whole thing.
Oh, nines. I'm really leaning into it.
Yeah. It's like he walks out of his quarters and it looks like something out of a pirate movie.
Someone says hi, Lucid, and I say that's Captain Lucid.
It's,
Captain Lucid, you.
so you've been sailing for
Got
maybe
it.
nah, not even that far. Maybe an hour or two.
After definitely getting the last boat shipwrecked.
Well, yeah, everybody's sort of questionable about Lucid's captaining skills, especially the rest of the crew, which are actually seasoned sailors. They're like, the first mate is like, I don't know about this guy.
I have faith with him. I have faith with him. He got the
No.
backing of the Stormlord.
Actually, you need to ask that. By the way, you need to ask the Stormlord to protect your ship and your crew.
Yeah, we do a whole prayer thing before we leave. All hail the great and merciful, hopefully, Stormlord.
Depends on his mood, basically. Yeah. Today he's feeling good. Tomorrow, you never know. So,
Do you want to live forever?
yeah. In his world, probably not. It's probably not even an option in his world. After things have settled down a bit, I need a perception check from Lucid and Misty.
$26.
How in the world did you get perception of 26?
Well, I have +6 to perception. And I rolled
Oh.
a 20.
You rolled a natural 20, okay. You hear something funny in the hold of the ship.
Hey guys, I hear something funny in the hold of the ship.
With that roll, you hear what it is. It's two voices, and they seem to be arguing over something.
I think there's like, an argument under the deck. We should go down there. And then I had below deck.
You're piloting the ship. You can't really leave right now.
Yes, go down there.
Put it on autopilot.
Lucid, check it out.
I can tie off the steering wheel or something, right?
Or have the first mate do it.
Yeah, I have the first mate take over, or I just send you guys down to check it out. Esma, go check that out.
Esma's in her room.
Yeah,
Oh.
her and Jared are indisposed at the moment.
So I guess I asked the first mate to take the wheel, and
You ask Esma to do something, and all you hear is a muffled scream from behind the door.
Jesus, take the wheel.
So your first mate comes over, takes the wheel, and mutters to himself, "Oh my God, we're all gonna die."
Probably.
And so you and Misty head down to the hold.
I think Esma will show up in a few minutes, but she's gonna have like rope burns.
And you find Otto and Braden standing over one of the crates of food, arguing over a loaf of bread or something. And you have no idea how these two got into the hold of your ship. And now they've broken into your food and are eating your food.
Can I help you?
Yeah, you
No,
can explain to her that she does not get this loaf of bread. I do.
and you can explain to him that I am not a female. What the hell?
Yeah, Braden's a halfling male, so yes.
They all look the same to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's typical of a human, and this is my bread. I found it first.
Well, technically, neither one of you get it. It's our bread.
Excuse me? I stole this fair and square. It's mine now.
It's
I
true.
take the bread, and I'm like, well, the only solution is to cut it in half.
Right now, Lucid, this is our bread. We do not share with strangers who just by happen to hop on our boat.
Well, I appreciate thieves stealing, so go ahead and have it. If you stole it fair and square, you can have it.
Well, I mean, one of them will not want us to kill the bread by cutting it in half, and that's how we know who to give it. No, wait, I think this is not going to work.
Now this one thinks bread is alive. Okay, what kind of boat did I find? What kind of boat did I trespass on here?
However, by accepting this bread, you do accept a contract to become part of the group. It's how it works.
Well,
And a convert to the Stormlord.
and the fact that you're 2 hours out to sea, you don't really have a way to get off the boat anyway.
Wait,
So,
we're out to sea already.
Yeah, you look out a window in the hold, and all you see is water.
This was not my plan.
Well, now you're a pirate. I'm sure it's happened to someone like this before.
I mean, we could just throw you over the edge.
No, I'll be a pirate. I have nothing else better
Well-
going on if you pay me in food.
Considering you're a cleric, the last thing you would be thinking of is throwing people over the edge.
I'm laughing because the rogue and the cleric is nicer than the Asimar.
So
Since
we're,
when did I become a cleric?
we're
You-
pursuing a ship.
You've
Lucid,
always been a cleric.
No,
No.
I'm saying Lucid is the cleric, so the rogue
Yeah.
and the cleric is nicer than the Astamar.
I'm a ranger and a bounty
Oh,
hunter.
oh, okay. I wrote it down wrong. Okay. So what do you plan to do with these two now that you've found them?
We're enlisting them into the crew. I hope one of you knows how to drive a ship.
I know how to
Well-
drive like land vehicles. It can't be that much different, can it?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be.
We'll figure it out.
And once again, you hear your first mate mumble from above you, "We're all gonna die."
As was like,
I'm not. I can turn into an octopus.
oh, jealous. As was like, you guys got it taken care of. I'm going upstairs into my room. Bother
you-
me later.
I know. Are you high enough level to actually turn into an octopus?
Yep. I
Oh
can be a
wow!
giant octopus.
Oh wow! Huh. Okay.
An octopus, huh?
Does that
Yeah.
mean you can shoot 8 crossbows?
No, I'm not that skilled at my octopus form.
Hmm.
That would take serious amount of training.
You could probably do it at a penalty.
I'd kind of like to see that, actually.
Me
Trip.
too.
Triple triple disadvantage. Yeah.
Triple disadvantage?
Roll 40 20s and take the lowest one. Yeah.
Worth it.
Just to see if you can pull it off.
And then all the damage you can do? That would be
Mhm.
awesome.
That'd be 8d6 damage if they all hit. Plus, people would be in shock seeing an octopus do that.
Just a little bit.
So, do Otto and Brayden come up the stairs with the rest of them when they leave? Or what did the two of you do?
I'll follow him up the stairs.
So will I. I'm ready to turn into an octopus at any time and jump overboard, though.
Okay.
As you should be.
So, when you get up to the deck, you see, along with the rest of these people, you see 5 other crew members plus the first mate who's steering the ship currently. But the 6 crew members you see actually look like sailors, not like these people look.
We only hired the best.
I mean, Lucid
Flash.
looks like a captain.
Looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just looks like.
Actually, he doesn't. He looks like Captain Morgan off the whiskey commercial, and that's what Lucid looks like right now.
And I'm definitely wondering what I've gotten myself into by stowing away on this ship.
You guys are making me want some rum.
Yeah. Oh, that is the first thing Lucid does when he gets back up top. He goes over to make sure that there's still barrels of alcohol in the corner and that the crew hasn't already sucked those down.
I take a barrel and hide it for later.
So he takes a small cask and walks into his quarters and puts it down. It's like, even if you guys drink the rest, I've got my supply.
I grab one and I go hide it in my room.
Esma's like, we need to get a refillable barrel that just always refills.
That's a great way to make sure that your entire crew is drunk all the time.
It's okay, Esma's always drunk, so it works.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you don't know these people.
On second thought, maybe this is the right ship to stow away on.
You were actually intending to stow away on the first ship that left and you missed it. So you're now stuck on this one.
Yeah, you're probably gonna be a lot happier you stole away on ours.
Oh,
Or quickly regretting it, one or the other.
you're saying to yourself, the King's Secret looked like a much calmer ship than this. But so now you are all part of the crew, whether you want to be or not. So
isn't it our ritual that we have to beat the new members? Don't we have to beat them or something like that? The new members?
no, not on a ship.
I'm not.
Such a kind Asimar. I think you went to the dark side when you fell.
I am a fallen Azamar.
Well, you see, rope beatings do occur on ship, but only as a disciplinary measure, not to new.
I am a fallen dragon. I mean, fallen angel.
Yeah. Who claimed she was trying to get back to heaven. It's not working.
It's what I got with these people.
In fact, the odds of you getting there are dropping considerably as the days go by.
Esma likes to corrupt people, so it works.
So, Lucid, do you basically just tell your first mate to follow?
Oh, that ship.
So, it's about a day's sail ahead of you, however.
I cast guidance on the crewman. The
Okay.
first mate.
Oh yeah, guidance. We can all do that. Or at least everyone cool.
So you guys are sailing as quickly as possible, trying to catch up to the King's Secret. And every once in a while, as you did about an hour ago, you hear a faint scream on the wind.
We've got to catch up. She's in danger.
Faster.
Well, I mean, unless she's anything like your daughter, in which case she's enjoying herself.
And
So true. So true.
I don't think that counselor knew what he was in for.
And Esma does recognize that the scream is fairly similar to what she was just doing a little bit ago.
So in ecstasy?
But given what the ghost told you back at the castle, there's a good chance that she, in fact, is not enjoying this. So,
Poor mommy. Poor mommy.
So, what are the two new crew members doing?
I'm contemplating throwing the halfling overboard and not telling anyone about it.
Hey, why would that be? Was this over that bread? Seriously?
Oh no, we need to lighten the load a bit.
Oh, well, then
That's the ship.
someone a little heavier than me needs to go over.
This is the galleon. It could hold 3 times the number of people that are currently on it. So, before you had weight issues of any kind. So,
Well, we do have a lot of gold on the ship too, so it is weighing it down just a little bit.
Not enough gold.
Not enough. We need more.
Enough. Need more.
oh, by the way, while you two were squabbling down in the hold, the one thing you didn't see was a large chest full of ungodly amounts of treasure.
I was more interested in the food.
I was hungry. There were
Yeah.
crates. I don't know what a chest is for, but I know what crates are for.
So, my question to the entire crew is, do any of you know where you're going?
No.
We're going after those guys.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we know that part, but as far as directions or anything, since they have a day's head start on you, do any of you know where you're going?
Nope. Esma just knows that she has to find her mom, and she is, for the first time in 10 years, she's actually happy. So she's worried about her mom, but she's also very happy. So it's a weird place to be.
I tried to take a heading. Survival check?
Yeah.
23.
Woohoo!
For some odd reason, you do get a sense of at least what direction you're headed in.
What direction are we headed in?
You are headed you're headed southwest of the Emerald Isles right now.
Is there anything that I know about over there?
Give me a history check, actually.
Knowledge history.
Yep.
I got a 16.
You vaguely recall from your younger days your ex-girlfriend.
The evil
Ma-
one?
The one you were ceremoniously removed from.
So the evil one.
How many girlfriends have you had?
Lucid's a good-looking guy. He's made it his way around from time to time.
And I'm rich.
Well, yeah, that's true. He is. So, but you've heard from your girlfriend that there was a place that her family always tended to vacation at.
The one that was in agreement or had a alliance with my evil stepfather.
Yep.
Interesting.
And this place was called, as far as you can remember her telling you, the Jakarian Inlet.
I think they're headed for the Jakarian Inlet.
You're not really sure where that is or which direction it is, but you do remember her saying something to the effect that it's out here in this general area, because she used to go to it when her family vacationed there occasionally.
Maybe Lucid will meet his lady love again. Aw.
Is that something Lucid would be interested in having happen?
You know, it might. It might.
But like I said, you know it's in this general direction. You don't know how far or where.
All we can do is follow the ship.
It does a day ahead of us.
The ship that's within screaming distance.
That's just because the wind is currently blowing the correct direction.
Oh, they can't be that far away.
But you generally decide that this is the direction you need to keep going.
It's just a siren's call, that's all. It's heading us to our doom.
You know.
Yeah, it happens.
That's what your first mates told you twice now. He's like, we're all gonna die.
Only
Actually,
twice?
an Elmerith.
And he adds a second statement, they don't pay us well enough to all die.
Remember, if you die, there's a bonus paid to your family.
He's like, look, I don't know who you are, but the only thing keeping us here is you keep resupplying the alcohol. If you weren't doing that, we'd be gone already.
What about the profit sharing?
Great captain. I'm a great captain.
We also get profit sharing, so they should be happy about that.
He says that's if we all live.
Remember, 1% goes a long way.
It does.
And it won't cover a funeral.
We're not in the business of dying. No.
He says that's a surprise considering what I've seen in the last couple of hours.
We're in the business of pain, not dying.
So, the first mate does ask a question. Is there anybody here that can cook at all?
Well, we have the dwarves that cooks, and we have also the guy that stayed on the ship that cooks. So we got 2 cooks. So we should be good.
Okay. Said you might want to start that before we hit sundown because it's gonna get awful dark out here fairly quickly.
I imagine my dwarf mommy is cooking. But I'll go and check. So Esma goes and checks.
You go down and the dwarf is like, yeah, what can I do for you?
Esma's like, can I help you cook some food? We're getting hungry.
You're welcome to help if you like.
Esma helps because she feels connected to her, so it makes her happy.
Uh, give me a dex check for Esma.
18.
She's actually doing fairly well cooking. Although because of her recent activity, she's moving rather gingerly. And the dwarf just kind of looks at you and looks back to whatever she's doing.
Well, I imagine she's also being very hazy about it because she's probably still in subspace. So,
So she's she starts helping peel vegetables, and she goes back and forth from the broken crate of food to get stuff to cook with. And between the two of you, you'll probably be able to feed the crew before it gets dark.
awesome.
Brayden, what are you doing?
I still kind of have no idea what's going on. So I'm going to ask somebody what that scream we heard earlier was all about, because we seem to be following that ship. And I want to know exactly what's going on as far as that is concerned.
So they've kidnapped the queen, and we're going to rescue her.
What's the queen to you?
I don't know, a paycheck.
Okay.
And you basically find out that the queen that you're following is Esma's mother.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. That's probably a good reason to be going after her.
And that the reason she's screaming is that she was basically kidnapped by her consort and taken from the castle and, you know, put on ship. And now it doesn't sound like things are going too well for her.
So it's a rescue mission.
Yes, basically.
So do we get paid for this rescue mission?
That's something you will have to discuss with the rest of the crew, as you are stowaways and weren't
We're getting paid in food.
expected.
Oh, okay. I'll take food for payment. That's really all I spend my money on anyway, that and drink.
I was going to say, throw in some alcohol and I'm good. Taking that as a payment.
We do love our alcohol. And if Esma's not flat on her face, you guys are good.
So a few hours pass by. You all fall into doing whatever jobs are needed on the ship to keep it going. Esma is continuing to cook downstairs, or help cook. You actually, the rest of the crew starts smelling things from downstairs that actually smell fairly good.
Smells dwarven down there.
It turns out that this dwarven woman that you contracted to cook actually knows how to cook fairly well. So, the dwarven lady tells Esma after a while to go up and tell the crew to start setting up tables on deck because dinner is soon to be done.
Esma's like, food, time to eat. Let's set up the tables.
So, 2 or 3 of the crew members who weren't really doing a whole lot at the moment come over and grab tables. They set up 2 large, long tables on deck, which are long enough for all of you. And then Esma goes back below deck. And a little while later, Esma and the other dwarf comes out carrying large pots of whatever it was they were cooking. And they get bowls and start dishing out stuff from the pots into the bowls. And the dwarven lady in a rather deep voice says, "Chow's on, guys." The ones who aren't actually doing anything rush over to the table, sit down, and start filling up bowls and such. It's your basic stew. It's got meat in it, but you're not really sure what meat it actually is.
It's not octopus?
No, at least not the one you're thinking of, anyway.
Not giant octopus.
Because Ido is sitting in a chair at the edge of the table, so it's not him.
I don't care what it is. I'm starving.
Yeah, I was willing to throw a halfling overboard for a loaf of bread. So
So you 5 sit down first and basically have your fill of stew. It's for lack of a better term, a goulash stew. It's got meat, it's got seafood, it's got vegetables. It's just basically anything that they could throw together down in the hold. And there's bread. And the rest of the crew, including the first mate, wait to eat until 5 of you are done. And you guys, it's actually pretty decent stew.
This is good.
So here's my question. Did Jared tell me I could eat the stew, or did I just eat it without him telling me I can eat it?
Did you ask?
I imagine she'll wait until he gives the nod.
Actually, Um,
I was just
Is it-
joking about that, but I'll take it as a
well,
serious thing
no,
now.
if you want to play that,
I do want to play that, but I was just joking it when I said it.
uh, no, it's just give me 2 seconds to adjust here, and yeah, he actually tells you that you have to wait until he takes the first bite of his food.
Okay, Esma waits
Uh,
patiently.
uh, Jared takes a bite, seems to like it actually, and then motions to you that you can start eating your food.
Yay! Esma starts eating. She's watching him to get his cues.
Um, it's you guys who've been in taverns before and bought food. Uh, you've had better food in taverns, but for 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 to be on a ship in the middle of the open sea, this is pretty good food. And for the two of you who were fussing over a loaf of bread, this is better food than you've had in God knows how long. Um, because being a druid, Otto basically lives on berries and other things that he can find in the woods. And so,
A lot of raw meat.
so this is better food than you've had in a while. Um, um, you guys actually have a fairly pleasant dinner. What kind of conversation is happening while the dinner is going?
Well, Otto wants to talk about the place that we're headed to and try his knowledge of it if he has any.
Well, that you're headed to.
Yeah.
I guess
Um,
we'll start asking Lucid questions about it because he's the only one who really knows anything about it, right?
yeah.
I think
Uh,
we're headed to like a vacation spot from the old regime. It's their hideaway, probably trying to fly low or something after kidnapping the queen.
uh,
Hmm.
Hmm.
But as I haven't been there, I don't know that much more about it or where
yeah.
it is.
Yeah. He's only heard stories about it. But if you want to know more about it, everybody can roll me a history check, and you'll find out a little more about it.
A nat one.
Maybe.
9 total.
24.
So I got a 5.
I got 19.
Okay.
I got a. And I got 13.
So basically, actually, since you're all sitting at the same table, it won't really matter much. But basically, um, the Jakarian Inlet is a string of islands southwest of the Emerald Isle. And, southwest, between the Emerald Isle and the far land of the far land of Shendra, which very few people ever venture to. This Jakaran Inlet is rumored to be home of, or at least some of the islands are rumored to be the home of pirates.
Our people.
Well, right now you guys are pirate wannabes because you've never actually done any pirating.
Hey, we looted a castle, my own castle. That says something.
It's your own castle.
And we took over the pirate ship. Come on, we did pirating. We took over the pirate ship.
It's your own castle. That doesn't count. They would have given it to you. But the larger islands, mainly Jakarians, is actually known to be a resort for wealthy family.
Hey, Mike, just to let you know, anytime now we could do the break. Just giving you a heads up. It's 7 o'clock. But just letting you know.
Yeah.
However you want to plan it.
Yeah. Well, you guys need a break now, or?
I'm good either way, but whatever everyone else wants.
I'm okay either way.
But I was thinking since we were gonna run from 6 to 9, we'd take a break at 7:30.
Okay, I was just thinking
that works.
That works.
But so that's why this quote rival family to Lucid would go there occasionally. It is far away from the main continents of the world, so unless you had a specific reason to go there, you would pick somewhere closer. But that's where Lucid thinks the Queen's consort is headed.
Well, it is a very educated guess. I mean, we just found a letter saying from his girlfriend's family that, that they're in cahoots with my stepdad. Now, the question I have as a player is, who is their spy? Could one of these two be their spy?
Yeah, maybe.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I have a question myself. Do they know we're following them?
The Stormlord will protect us. We're good.
They don't know who we are. But they know someone's following them.
The only thing they would know is that when they went to get on the King's Secret, there was a ship next to it that they had never seen before.
And everyone was having a party.
And the crew was getting fall over drunk. So it's like, that's the only thing they would know. They wouldn't even, since they left a day before you did, they wouldn't even know that anybody's following at this point. You're not close enough to make visual contacts. They wouldn't even know you were coming.
Unless they hear Esma screaming again.
Now, maybe if your mother heard you screaming, she might get a clue, but no.
Hey, Esma likes to be gagged, so she can be gagged the next round and we'll be fine.
So,
her screams of rapture will give her mother hope.
Okay.
Snorting.
Oh man. Okay. So after you guys talk for a while, Esma and your dwarf cook start going around the ship and dishing out bowls for the crew that are actually working. And then they take the tables back down to clear the deck. As it gets later into the evening and it gets darker, the wind starts to pick up, but the weather is fairly clear. So now with the general idea of where you're going, what are all of you doing?
So Esma knows that she has to not be so obvious of who she is. So she started playing with her flute that she got, the self-teaching flute. But I imagine it sounds horrible, but she's gonna try it.
Because this is the first time you've ever actually attempted to play it.
But it is a self-teaching flute, so hopefully it's a little better. We'll see.
Give me a dexterity check on that one.
That's a 10 plus 4, 14.
You know, you're not chasing the birds away, but yeah, you sound halfway decent for the first time you've ever played it.
So I'm not making all the everyone go run away.
The crew is not cringing, and if that's what you're asking.
Do we need to do Constitution save throws or something?
Now, if she's gotten below a 10, yes, but she got a 14. So
oh darn! I wish I would did that.
Okay.
When I play the lute, we'll do that.
Oh, and if you'd have gotten a -1, the first mate would have came over and took your flute. And I'm like, no,
Throw it in the water, right?
you're not
No more
going.
flute for you.
You're not going anywhere near this. But the night passes generally easily.
I
You
stay
can-
up all night counting my gold.
So you're in the hold counting treasure all night, right?
Yeah, someone's got to do it.
You guys
But,
all know what Esma's doing, so I don't have to say.
let's see. About 2 in the morning, Lucid falls asleep. He passes out while he's counting treasure. About 2 in the morning. And you hear this large thud, and then you hear what sounds like coins hitting the ground. As he was standing over this large chest of treasure you guys have, and he passes out on his feet, falls flat on his back, and the coins he had in his hand hit the ground. and that's what you hear at 2 in the morning.
I get up and I go and find what that noise was. Like, and I find him laying on his back. It's like,
Yeah.
mess up the money that he had in piles and made it so
Yeah.
you can't remember what was what.
And Esma's just tied up, so.
It's just tied up. And then I go back to bed. After drinking a little bit of ale that's in my room.
Actually, since Jared is a NPC, I'll let you roll for him. I need a dexterity roll from him
Okay, he got a 6.
because it's considering you're all in hammocks and such, since you're on a ship, it's going to be very difficult to tie you into a hammock on a ship that's moving. So
I was just imagining a post, but that works.
but yeah, so but so
I guess
Misty,
we're gonna have to get a St. Andrew's cross and just nail it to the.
Nailing you to crosses now? What?
All in the name of the Stormlord.
Yeah. It's a sacrifice thing. It's all right.
It's all sacrifice to the Stormlord.
Yeah. You didn't know Jared was into that, but yeah. So Misty drinks a tankard of ale after she helps wake up Lucid and heads to bed. And the night passes fairly uneventfully. Although just about sunrise, you hear one of the crew members yell that he thinks he sees something behind the ship.
Mike. I always know whenever we're on a ship, you do something.
Cast my armor spell.
Yeah, you're responding. You don't know if it's actually something that's going to attack us.
This is Mike.
True.
And it's on a ship.
Actually, I need to know where Braden and Otto actually slept for the night.
Otto slept on the deck beneath the stars.
Okay.
I went back down to the hold.
All right. So Braden was actually awakened at 2 in the morning by lucid counting money and then passing out. Yeah. It made enough noise that it woke Braden up periodically. So at sunrise, you hear the crewman in the crow's nest yell down that he thinks there's something behind the ship.
All right.
Well, it definitely wakes up Otto because Otto's basically laying directly underneath him, about 30 feet down. But yeah. So what do you guys do?
Well, Otto has a passive perception of 22. So does he see anything from down there to...
You actually see a disturbance in the water.
Oh, I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna say the force, but that works.
That too.
You see a disturbance in the water, maybe 10 yards behind the ship.
Do we have anything we can throw at it to see if it jumps up for it? Maybe it's a giant fish.
Like a halfling?
Yeah, like the halfling.
Hey, we can throw something at it. Sure.
I don't know why everybody's against the halfling with, you know.
I'm a cleric. I can heal your asses.
Esma loves halflings. Oh, she will later on.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. You know, I can see why Otto might have that idea, but because you two didn't start out well to begin with.
They're just pint-sized, perfect for throwing.
We're not bowling, okay?
bowling for halflings.
Yeah. But you do have, you know, spare pieces of lumber. You could try and throw food at it. Do you know anybody that can throw something 10 yards?
I certainly can't because my strength is 7, but
Esma can float it. You can levitate it.
But that's levitating. We need to throw it.
Well, she can levitate the food to go into the water.
well, that'll work.
She could
Or she's
levitate.
tied up.
She could levitate it and then let it drop wherever she wants it to drop. Yeah, this, you know, the yelling has woken all of you up, along with the fact that it's sunrise and there's sun coming in the windows and all that. So given that, what do all of you do?
Well, Esma levitates it, so I guess that's what she's doing.
She's got to come out of her room first.
Well, does Jared give her permission and unties her? She couldn't do anything about that.
Escape artist check?
She is a rogue. She could escape, but I don't think she wants to.
You'd rather drown as the Kraken kills us all?
You'd rather die than try to save your mom, huh?
Well, I'm tied up, so I have to find out if I'm untied. I don't think she has any tools on her.
Considering you were asleep no less than 15 minutes ago, probably not.
Did I roll the dice, Mike?
Yeah, a rope.
What?
Did I roll my dice? Oh, sorry, Melody. Go ahead.
Do you really need tools to get out of rope?
But yeah, go ahead and roll and see if Jared unties you or not.
Okay, I got a 19.
He unties you.
Okay, then she goes and she levitates the food, or whatever it is. Probably the Kraken.
You levitate what small amount of food was left from last night. The dwarf is like, I don't want you using any of our fresh food because that's edible food. So, but you levitate it, let it drop about 10 yards behind the ship. It immediately disappears.
Ooh.
Can we get a glimpse of what takes it?
With your perception, to you it looked like either the snout of a turtle or a crocodile.
Yeah, so there's either a turtle or a crocodile following us. So it's not a kraken, hopefully.
Captain
That would
Hook's
be a
not here.
weird kraken.
Captain Hook's not here, right?
Although Lucid's looking pretty close, except for the hook. Yeah.
Why would either a turtle or a crocodile be following the ship?
Well, it's a big turtle or a big crocodile.
Well, it could be a turtle dragon, which
No,
Turtle dragon? I've
you've
never
got
heard of that.
you've got 11 people on this ship. It could make you make a nice pile of snacks for something that large. No.
That wasn't my plan when I hopped on this ship. Was to become something snack.
Quickly,
Yeah, I
kill
was
it
here
with
to
fire.
So it's 10 yards behind you. What are you gonna do? It
Well,
seems it seems to be staying at about that pace. It seems to
well,
it's,
I thought you did. It disappeared when we put the food out there.
the food disappeared.
Oh,
Yeah.
he didn't stop following then. Okay.
No. The food disappeared.
Clearly, the only answer is to befriend it by sending more food.
Your
Mm,
dwarf cook is highly resistant to this theory.
And besides, if we keep feeding it and we friend it, it's going to expect us to feed it all the time.
Exactly.
But maybe if we befriend it and we get someone naughty, we can have him attack it. A pet turtle.
I mean, I can handle animals fairly well, but
So can I.
It seems to be staying about 10 yards away. It seems to be keeping a steady pace about 10 yards away.
As was in the opinion, let's let sleeping dogs lie. So she's willing to wait to see what it does.
Well, if it's not acting threatening or, displaying any kind of territorial or
anything that's chasing us, though, is likely to try to eat us.
It doesn't appear to be gaining on the ship at this point. It's just sort of staying where it's keeping within 10 yards of you, but it's not attempting to get any closer at this point.
I'm with Esma then. We should keep an eye on it and see
Guys,
what it does.
I could talk to it for 10 minutes.
Let's have her talk to it.
Misty, go talk
Yeah.
to it.
All right.
How are you planning to get to it?
Well, it doesn't say what distance I have to be from it. Wait, no.
10 yards is 30 feet.
It does not say how far it has to be. It just says you can. It doesn't say a distance.
Normal talking distance then.
Need be, I can take you out to it as a giant octopus.
I could fly out to it though too. So
You can fly?
I'm gonna ask Lamar.
See, you guys have not told you have not told each other anything about yourselves.
Yeah.
So
Otto doesn't.
You guys don't know anything about each other because I gave you the perfect opportunity to do it at dinner last night and you didn't do it.
And
So,
Otto doesn't know you're an Esmar.
yeah.
Otto doesn't know what an Asimar is.
Yeah. So, so are you gonna try and talk to it?
Sure.
Okay. What do you attempt to say to it?
I say, why are you following us? And what are you?
You get back in Draconic, however.
Oh, hey, I know that.
Yep, dragon turtle.
This is my home. You are a ship in my home. I'm keeping track of you for later.
I say, well, we are following another ship with one of our crew's mother was kidnapped on.
And it also says, oh, by the way, you have a large chest of gold on your ship. I can smell it from here.
We really need to get a bag.
I like gold. And then that's the last thing it says.
We'll give you 200 gold if you would leave us alone.
You're going to negotiate without letting the rest of the crew know you're doing it.
Well, it's 200 from her gold, so it's all right.
I said we have that whole chest. What's 200 gold?
Of your gold, not our gold.
No, of everybody's gold.
You're making the deal. You do the gold.
Nope, it's everybody's
200
gold.
gold is more than I've seen in my entire life.
And you have 2 new crew members that you're not even paying yet. And plus, you have to discuss that with the rest of the crew before you.
Okay, I'll then take that back. Then I'll say, let me talk to my shipmates and see if we can come to agreement on giving you some gold to leave us alone.
I will be here.
So then I go to you guys and tell you guys what they all said and what I said.
I was listening the entire time. I heard all of it.
Oh,
In Draconic.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm good. I know Draconic as my one language because I always assumed that dragons are going to be me.
Yeah, I got Draconic too, so.
Think we can pay it to attack the other ship? Like, I mean, one ship's just as good as another, right?
Yeah, but that might cost us extra gold. More than what we wanted to give.
Well, 200 is a
we'll give
lot
it-
of gold. See if he'll do
Yeah.
it for 200 to attack the other ship.
And Esma's mother is on the other ship. Are you sure you want to risk that?
Well, I would say, can you protect my mom when you attack the ship?
Why would I do that?
Hmm.
We'll give you
Maybe
more gold.
don't have it attack the other ship.
Yeah, let's leave it alone.
So
Because we would pay you extra to protect the queen.
Well, I say 200 gold is a lot. And we gotta take care of our crew. So I'm down with 100 gold.
If you want me
100
to
gold is
protect
a
other
massive
ships,
amount of money.
so you tell the dragon turtle this. It kind of chuckles in a low dragon sort of way and goes, considering I can destroy your ship in 10 minutes and take the entire chest, why would I be negotiating with you?
because we have not harmed you, we have not done anything to you,
And we gave you food.
and we gave you food.
He says, I'm a dragon. Those kind of things don't concern me.
Is it a dragon or a dragon turtle?
It's half dragon, half turtle.
Yeah, a dragon turtle.
Yeah, it has a horde just like a dragon does. It's just that it's underwater in a cave. So it's, in essence, a sea dragon with a shell. Yeah. He's like, so my choices are take a small paltry amount of gold or destroy your ship, eat your entire crew, and take the chest. I'm opting for option 2.
Bend the cannons.
You don't have one.
Oh, that seems like an
It's
oversight.
pirate ship and we don't have a cannon?
Nope.
What kind of pirate ship is that?
Do we have a ballista?
You do have one of those. None of you on your ship, however, know how to operate one, as you have never been on a pirate ship before. You have no idea what you're doing.
That's fair.
And the communication stops, and he keeps swimming about 10 yards behind you.
Hey, Mike, it's about 7:30 right now.
And at this point, we are going to take a break. We will.
It says a dragon turtle
Mike,
is smart enough to be bribed.
Melody, Mike's the DM. He decides, but we also are going on break, so we can talk about it later.
It was not high enough bribe.
We're going. We're gonna be back about 8 o'clock. Gonna take a half an hour break. So
Oh.
I hope you've enjoyed the episode so far, and we'll see you guys when we get back.
Okay, see you guys at 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goodbye, loyal fans.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back to this episode of Esma's Beginnings. The search.
The hunt for the king's secret.
Yeah. My brain just froze there for a second. As we left our intrepid ship crew, they had just found out and attempted to negotiate with a dragon turtle that is 10 yards behind the ship and steadily trailing the ship for some reason. You think it's that the dragon turtle wants your gold? That's probably the standard reason, but if it has ulterior motives, it didn't let you know what it was. So, what do you guys do?
I said, I think we should give it some food and some gold and some gems, and maybe it'll leave us alone.
I
I think it'll try to just take all of our gold and gems if we show it that we have more.
Yep. Time to blast it.
I'm sure it knows what we have. He can smell it.
As long as it's staying that far behind us and it's not making any advances, I think we ought to just keep on going, keep an eye on it. And if it tries anything, then we'll fight it. But if not, we'll just kind of ignore it and make sure it's not going to try something on us.
How big is the dragon turtle?
Just the shell of this thing is 6 feet in diameter.
Okay, so it's probably too big to fight easily.
Shell, so how are we going to fight with the shell?
They have been known to take out entire ships.
Golly goosers.
Still think we should shoot it.
No, we provoke it, we'll lose.
Exactly. I don't think we should provoke it.
Yeah, I don't want to repeat from Friday. That was fun, though.
Right now, it's staying 30 feet behind you. If you were to shoot it, it would gain on you fairly rapidly, and then you would have a serious problem.
I say let's wait and see. But that's just me.
I haven't prepared my spells for the day. I can try to get enough gusts of wind to get us a little bit away from it.
Oh, that works.
There's a plan.
But then again, it could also speed up too, so.
But we can at least try
Well, we
something.
don't know if it can speed up. It might be only a little bit faster than the ship, or it might be about the same speed.
It depends. It depends on how much further your gust of wind can take you.
I say
Right.
it's better to try it than not to do anything. So I'm down with it.
Sure. Let's go.
All right. So I'll prepare my spells for the day and swap out one of my second level spells for Gust of Wind. Probably won't need Locate Object today. So all right, once everyone's ready, because it'll probably jolt the ship when I conjure a sudden gust of wind.
Okay.
Everyone should get braced before I do that.
All right, I'm bracing myself. Also, I have Thunder Wave too. I mean, we'd have to make everyone do a Constitution saving roll, though, but I could do that too if we have to.
What does gust of wind do?
So gust of wind gives a line of strong wind 60 feet long and 10 feet wide that blasts in the direction you choose for the spell's duration. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw, be pushed 15 feet away from you in the direction following the line. So I guess that means it pushes the whole ship 15. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't really explain what it does to a ship, but
No, it pushed the turtle dragon back though.
Well, so I guess we just go behind you so we don't get the we don't get the the throw.
Yeah, we have to stand.
I guess I also have to get up like to the level of the sails for it to do anything.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll climb. And it lasts up to 1 minute with my concentration.
Okay.
You might want to tell the crew that's up there to get down.
Yeah.
Well, the poor guy in the crow's nest.
Hold on tight.
Batten down yourselves. And then I cast Gust of Wind on the, away from me, pointing into the sails.
Since it doesn't actually tell you how far it pushes the ship, I will make a roll for that and see how far it pushes the ship.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 rolls. One to see how far it pushes the ship, and the other one's to see how far the dragon turtle goes, to see if you actually gain any distance on him or not. Will you? You actually gain 10 yards of distance on the dragon turtle. It is now 20 yards behind you. So you've doubled the distance between you and the dragon turtle.
Yay!
Excellent. I've got 2 more slots that I can do that with if it decides to get close again.
So it's about midday. You guys have had your lunch already. What are you guys doing now?
I think Esma's gonna keep an eye out for maybe the dragon turtle, seeing how far away it is. But other than that, she's gonna play the flute, and practice on that while she's doing that.
Otto's going to remain ready in case he needs to rapidly cast Gust of Wind.
I'm going to walk up to Otto and offer a truce and be like, first of all, thank you for that gust of wind thing. And second, I'm sorry, we kind of got off on the wrong foot, and no hard feelings, okay?
All right. Just remember, it was my bread.
And Lucid's choking to death over the rail on the opposite side of the ship. It's like,
And I'm just gonna go and relax a little bit.
Okay. Join.
Oh no, Mike, what are you gonna do?
No kidding. What now?
Do we want to know?
Probably not.
After the person that was in the crow's nest recovers from that spell, he says, rather reluctantly, Captain,
Yeah.
I see something about 10 yards ahead of us.
Is it another dragon turtle? Because that's just going to make my day.
Eh,
Is it the king's secret?
Is it the boat?
I think we'd all see the boat if it were only 10 yards ahead of us.
That is true.
I
well,
hope so, but given some of my spot checks.
he's up 30 feet above you. So he says it looks like the back end of a ship.
Wow, full speed
Yay.
ahead.
You are going full speed ahead.
Go faster!
Now, if we go faster, we'll ram it.
That's the point.
And
The
we'll
guy-
all be destroyed? No, thank you.
The guy,
They would be.
the guy in the crow's nest says if you want to go faster, you can always get out and push.
Yeah,
out
that
and
can
push.
happen.
That's actually a thing that I could do. I could go octopus and push the ship since I move faster than the ship, probably.
So I guess try and swing across to the other ship. Only 10 yards.
Let's do it.
Well, someone's got to stay with the ship. Come on, guys.
Nah,
No.
let's all go.
Don't worry, the dragon turtle will guard your ship while you're gone.
Let's go.
and the treasure.
Still
Esma,
go over it.
Esma prays to the Storm Lord for safe keeping.
So you know, 10 yards means you guys are still 30 feet away. If you want to attempt to board the ship, how are you going to do that?
Wait, it's 30 feet, right? And what's my fly distance?
I don't know what your character sheet say.
I don't remember. I don't think I put the fly thing.
That,
That's
I think-
because
I
it's
think
the
it is
same as your
30
move
though.
speed.
I think it is 30.
then you could,
I could fly them into one or two, or we could string them up and we can all fly to the ship.
You could take a rope across, and then we could cross via rope.
I could do that too.
Of course, that means that you have to hold the beachhead for however long.
Nope, I'd find places to tie it.
you don't know what and or who is on the other ship as of yet.
I could turn into an octopus, grab everyone, and swim up to it.
I like that idea. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, you have enough arms to do that.
And we haven't done that yet,
So-
so that sounds like fun.
Yeah, let's try that. Something different.
Okay. Suddenly I'm an octopus. I squirm off of the deck and raise my massive tentacle arms to the top of the deck and get ready for you guys to basically get grabbed by giant tentacles.
I leap off the deck into the tentacles. Like,
Esma hugs it and goes, "Let's go!"
I don't need
something suckers.
I don't need to make a 1, 2, 3. 1. You need to make 4 grapple checks to make sure that this works.
Okay. First one, I roll a 6 plus 3 plus my proficiency, so 11.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Because I guess they aren't squirming in my grasp, so.
Yeah. You gotta make above 10. If you get below a 10, they fall in the water.
17. Not 1. And then and then a nat 20.
Okay, I'll take the nat 1. I can fly, so
True. So
you grab everybody else and I'll fly over there.
okay. That works.
So we see a wet Asimar flying to the ship.
Yeah. Your wings are all wet. It's like ugh. And it's salt water, so it's even worse. But
Alright.
you are able to fly over. And Otto with the rest of the group swims up to the back of the ship. Now I need 3 of you. Well, when she gets back.
Next check.
Yeah, all of you have to make deck checks to see whether you can get unstuck from Otto's.
Suckers.
Plus, be able to get on the ship without being noticed.
I got a 16.
Shit. 7 total. My dice are not being nice to me tonight.
You get to stay wrapped in my hug.
15.
So you flew across.
Everybody
Yeah.
thought we were going to be on the ship.
What'd you get?
15.
Okay. You're actually able to fly over and land without being noticed. Soon as Tina comes back, we'll see how she does.
Another.
Another, you're not drinking, you're in trying to get off out of the arms of Otto.
No, actually, he made it. The one that didn't is Braden.
I'm too small to disentangle myself.
You're the one, Brayden.
You can do it.
Esma,
Mm-hmm.
we need a Dex check from Esma.
17 plus 4, 21.
You are able to disengage from Otto and make it onto the ship without being noticed.
Woohoo! How did everyone else do?
Everybody else did fine except for Brayton.
Okay.
Brayden
Ray-
gets to come along for the ride as I squirm up to the deck.
That's true. Yeah, Otto has to get on the deck of the ship without being noticed too.
And when you turn back into a human, I'll be released anyway. I guess.
So Otto, give me a dex check as an octopus. As a giant octopus.
14 plus 1, 15. Wow, that's surprisingly good.
Yeah, you actually make it fairly easily for a giant octopus. So you get on deck. I assume you change back to a human now that you're not in the water.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
so Otto changes back to his human form, and Brayden is unceremoniously flopped on deck when he's not holding her anymore. He's not holding him anymore. So, but Brayden being flopped down to the deck makes enough noise that one of the crew members on the other ship turns around and notices 5 people standing at the end of the ship.
I quickly go and grab them so they can't say anything and cover their mouth so they can't scream.
Oh, you actually flew over to them?
Is it our ship or?
No, you're on their ship.
Okay. Is the crew member on our ship or the ship we just boarded?
The ship you just boarded.
Yeah. I go quickly grab them and cover their mouth.
Give me a dex check to see if you can do it.
$14.
Let's see what he gets to see if he can avoid that happening. And he actually can't. He got a 2. So, Misty flies up and grabs this crew member who saw you and covers his mouth before he's able to alert any of the other crew.
Yes, it is true.
We don't
Sec-
even know what ship this is.
Oh,
This is,
oh.
this is true.
Well, ask him what ship this is.
He'll shout.
Oh, shout. Someone look over the edge and see what the name of the boat is.
Well, I can barely no, I can read perfectly well, so I'll look over the edge and see what the name of the ship is.
Oddly enough, Otto didn't notice as he was swimming up to the side of the boat.
Yeah, how did you know that when you were swimming up to it?
I was
What-
busy swimming.
And would an octopus even notice something like that?
Yeah.
He was trying to stay in character as an octopus.
Well, and he was holding what, 3 or 4 of you at the time.
Right?
So you look over the side of the ship, and it in fact does say the King's Secret on the back of the ship.
Right, now slit his throat.
I suppose that he is probably an enemy actor, but we could try to just knock him out.
I guess.
I'm
Or
down
just
with
tie him
whatever.
up with something. Find some rope, tie him up, and use something very gay.
Esma probably has some coconut rope in her bag.
Coconut rope.
So we tie him up and then throw him overboard to the dragon turtle?
Ooh.
Yeah, make it a lunch.
Why waste the rope to tie him up to throw him over? Why don't we just throw him over? Why waste the rope?
Because he'll shout as he falls.
To keep him quiet.
So we put something in his mouth. Gag him, don't use the rope.
Well, if we're gagging him, we still need the rope to gag him.
Esma,
Yes.
did Jared come with you, or did he stay on the ship?
I think that's up to you, but we didn't roll that he came with me, so I'm assuming he didn't.
There was no space in the giant octopus.
He decided to be the one to stay on your ship. And,
I trust him.
yeah.
You know what I just realized? We had a big octopus grab us, so we probably have like big cupping marks all over us. Purple marks.
You do, actually. You all
look like you guys.
you all look somewhat odd because of that. Except for Otto, of course. Otto's fine.
Except for me, because I flew.
Yeah.
I'm wearing pretty heavy armor all over. Like, I think Esma's the only one messed up.
Oh, you're not wearing your Captain Morgan outfit anymore?
Well, I'm definitely wearing armor over that outfit.
Okay.
I'm wearing a bard outfit that's, you know, the leather outfit that looks like a bard outfit, but I imagine the cupping would still go through over it.
Yeah, you are talking a giant octopus.
Like each cup is bigger than your head, so.
Yeah. So, actually, while you guys are fussing about what to do with this crew member, Lucid, give me a perception check.
Well,
15?
What was Lucid's ex-girlfriend's name?
Claire?
You see somebody you never thought you'd see again. And it was somebody you never wanted to see again. You see Claire's mother standing on the deck of the ship.
Guiding bolts out.
that's on the ship you did that.
Are you actually going to attack this woman out of nowhere?
Now give away our position. Come on now.
She must have done something
I
horrible.
figure we're taking this ship, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
You guys haven't. Okay. You guys saw the ship. You guys decided we're boarding the ship. You guys did not discuss what your plan was. In fact, you didn't even have a plan.
Esma's,
Presumably the plan was hostility.
and Esma's cool with revenge, so she's like, yeah, I'll support you with revenge.
Okay, so attack them and don't let them see you attack them. Then you can attack them. Give us a little bit of an advantage.
Okay, so I wait and preserve the element of surprise.
Like it's like 1 or 2 people at a time. No more, no more than that.
On the ship, there's currently 12 crew members. Claire's mother. You see Esma's mother, the queen, tied to the mast of the ship. And then you see Esma's stepfather, father-in-law, however you want to call him, standing by the wheel of the ship.
So how far away is my mom?
Say what now?
How far away is my mom?
Mm. Good 40 feet.
Damn it. Okay.
This is a large ship. It's bigger than yours.
Okay.
We should take it over and make it our new ship.
I don't know that we have the crew for this ship.
No, but we can always sell it. Take what we need and then sell it if we
Or sell the old one and
or leave it to
or
my
new crew.
mother's because it is my, I would want my mom to be okay. So
You have 6 crew members other than yourself.
no one can get to land and get more crew.
yeah, but then we'd have to spend more money. I like how we got this ship. Plus, I would want, if we do beat this, I'd rather give it to my mom, and they could pay us handsomely for it. Because I am a loving daughter, but I am also very roguish, and I want my coin.
I wonder if your mother would agree to that.
Say very quietly. So do we shoot them?
Yes, except for my mom. Although we should see,
Okay.
Do you think the ship hands would actually just hurt us? So should we actually just attack the people that, would be a threat?
We can tell them to surrender after we take out the threats.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Say, if you don't want to die, then surrender.
I agree with you, Otto. Let's do that.
Okay, I shoot Claire's mom with a guiding bolt.
Give me an attack roll. Yeah. There wouldn't be initiative because this is just
Surprise round!
you doing this out of the blue. So give me an attack roll on Claire's mom.
I got a 21. 15 plus 6.
You hit her. Roll damage on your guiding bolts.
19. As she turns around and sees you for the first time in a decade or more, the guiding bolt hits her in the chest. There's a what color energy comes out of your hand? Like golden lightning?
Okay. So a flash of golden lightning hits her in the chest. She drops to the ground. She's not dead, but she is seriously wounded. There's blood pouring from the center of her chest.
And glowing. So, it's
Yeah.
an easy finish.
And with guiding bolt, the next person who attacks her
With any
gets
kind of weapon?
gets advantage on the roll.
I will shoot her with my longbow, which is 1d8. I think, yeah, 1d8 plus 3 plus 1.
I know a lot of people don't like their in-laws, but damn.
She tried to have me killed recently.
Totally
Well-
understand it. Revenge is the best reward.
Well, like I said, you guys don't tell anything about your backstory, so you guys have no clue why he's doing.
He told us about it.
Yeah, he told the two of us about it.
Yeah.
The new guys don't know why I'm so aggro.
I got 21 attack of 21.
Okay, you hit her.
Let me find my where's my d8? I got 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 1 is 8.
Okay.
Plus whatever bonus I get for attacking. So
you let the arrow go, and it actually hits her in the throat, and she dies.
was she on the deck alone, or did someone see her us attacking?
No, she wasn't on the deck alone.
There's a bunch of crewmates around her.
Well, besides the crew, we're aimed at other threats out there.
The consort's still around. Not that I know what he looks like.
The queen's consort is there. Esma would know what he looks like if she saw him. Her mother, the queen, is tied to the mast of the ship at the front of the ship. And there's a dozen crew members. Well, 11 crew members who just heard and saw you guys take this woman out.
There's only one major threat left, right?
Unless the crew members are major threats.
Yeah.
As far as you can see, just looking on the main deck, yes. And you don't even see the queen's consort at this point.
I thought we did. You said that we saw him off to the side.
Actually, yeah, he's up by the wheel next to the guy that's steering the ship.
Cool, because I was planning on hurting him if I could.
At which point, everybody except the crew member who's steering the ship turns and sees you guys and Claire's mother laying dead on the deck of the ship. And the queen's escort immediately rushes over to the queen and pulls a short sword and sticks it up to her throat.
Bastard.
Says, mistake.
And then I shoot him with a guiding bolt.
And he says, Esma, I thought you would have been smarter than this.
Whatever. We're gonna kill you. Or try to. That's my main goal in life, is to kill you.
Not before your mother dies.
I have a resurrection
He
spell.
just hit her with a guiding bolt. He'd be knocked down, wouldn't he?
I have a resurrection spell, so
Not necessarily.
we have that resurrection potion, so we could bring her back.
If it works.
Yeah.
So, does Lucid do that?
I mean, we've got to fight him somehow, right?
Yeah.
Gotta take him out anyways, so.
I'm down.
So, give me an attack roll.
Uh, 26, not 20.
Okay, you hit him.
Oh, crit. Nice.
You roll me damage.
28.
You wound him severely,
Woohoo!
but he's not dead.
And then I guess I run at him to like try and stop him from killing the queen.
Can
You
I
might
do mage missile?
I want to watch out for doing mage missile.
Mage missile will hit the target. So
Yeah.
And how many little missiles do you get?
Depends on what level you cast it at.
I will do. Well, I only have first level spells, so I can only do it first level.
You get 3.
Yeah.
So that's 3d4.
So I got 5 on my first one, because it's 1d4 plus 1.
Okay.
So 5, 4, and 3. So that's 9, 12.
Well, you hit him, but before that, he uses his reaction after Lucid hit him. And he cut your mother's throat.
Esma screams.
You can heal.
Yeah, I know. But the motion still makes her scream.
And she slumps against the mast tied in the ropes.
She's got 3 turns.
And then the magic missiles hit him, doing enough damage to kill him.
Yay!
Although
I don't know how Fallen Dragons is doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite fit, but that works.
And odd poetic sort of thing. As she's tied to the mast, slumped, bleeding out. When you kill him, he slumps over and falls on her. And the two are just sort of being supported by the mast as he dies and she bleeds out.
Esma rushes over and gives her a resurrection spell.
Not dead, is she? Is she dead or just injured?
He cut her throat. She's bleeding out.
Yeah,
I can heal.
Okay, then if you want to heal first, try to heal her. And if not, then I'll do the resurrection spell.
I mean, don't waste the resurrection if you can heal her.
She's definitely unconscious, rapidly approaching dead. When somebody gets their throat cut, you can bleed out in like 2 minutes.
Well, there's 3 of us with healing spells. Maybe if all of us have a go at her.
Yes, please.
So,
Just a second.
Esma also prays to the Storm Lord.
make a roll to see whether he hurt. Actually, are you just praying to her or to him, or are you high enough level to do divine intervention yet?
No, and I don't think I have that spell. But I did. I'm just praying for him to help her.
Divine intervention. I think it's not a spell. I don't think it's just something that you become able to do at a certain level.
Well, I don't have
Yeah,
that.
it's something that
cleric ability.
clerics can do.
Yeah, I'm not a cleric. But I got a 17. Do I add any bonuses to it?
No, not for this.
Yeah.
What? Tell me exactly what you're saying to the Stormlord as all this is going on.
I'm praying the Stormlord to save my mom's life. My mama's life.
And all of us who are all divine casters run over to her to try to heal her. There's a druid, 2 clerics. Does the ranger have heal wounds?
I have healing hands though, as an
There you
Asmar.
So that's another one.
We'll see how it works.
The crew, while all this is going on, are highly confused. They're like, yeah, they're like, the people who hired us are laying there dead. What the hell do we do at this point?
You are now our crew.
And as we're over there, I shove the dead consort, into the ocean.
Okay.
The dragon turtle.
This is not helping your Azamar rep at all.
I think she went to the dark side.
I'm saving someone's life, so.
Yeah, but it wasn't necessary to throw him over the side of the boat. In fact, the Asimar should be wanting to save both of them.
A fallen angel?
In your background, you technically said you were attempting to get back to heaven. So,
yeah, but why would I want to save someone who is hurting someone? Or was hurting? Was is the operative word.
But anyway. The three healers give me cure wounds rolls.
I'll cast it at 2nd level because I've got slots for that.
Let me check something. I think I do have cure wounds. Do I? Oh, I do have cure wounds. Okay, I will use my cure wounds, not my healing hand.
We use our 1st level cure wounds. I get 7.
You rolled a 7?
I rolled a 3 and got +4.
I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 13.
Well,
I rolled 9 and got +5. I rolled badly.
But considering she's just a regular human, her armor class wouldn't have been that big anyway, so you all make it.
Back up to full health?
Let's see. Well, now you've got to tell me how many hit points you rolled.
Oh, that was my hit point roll. My to hit roll would be 19 plus 5 or plus 7. Sorry.
You have to roll to hit someone who's dead?
Almost.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a touch thing.
You can miss their armor class if you roll really badly.
Oh. It
14
doesn't have
points.
a roll to hit for
So 14, 7, 13.
You know what? I just realized we get gold from the genie. We killed the
What?
guy.
What?
We get
I got
money
a
from the
20 to
genie.
hit for the cure wounds.
12. Come on.
Wasting one of those natural 20s.
Oh,
Shame on you.
Hey, you critted. You critted your cure wounds.
Hey, does that mean I heal for double?
Yeah. So if you got a 7, it would have been a 14. So
Oh, she's probably healed now.
yeah, by all three of you doing that, she is healed to max hit points.
Esma goes and gives her a great big hug. She's so happy. She gets the money from the
While she's
genie.
still tied.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, still fine. Okay.
You do this before you bother to untie her.
I'll untie her after. I'm just so happy to see you.
She's so happy she's alive.
It's a good day. She got the love of her life back. She's getting gold from the genie for killing her stepfather. Her stepfather, the bastard's dead, and her mom's alive. It's a happy day for her. Yay!
Slightly anticlimactic.
Yes.
Guiding Bolto!
Oh, and then she grabs her stepdad and throws it to the turtle so he can feed on him.
Actually, the stepdad already got thrown to the dragon turtle.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah. The ASMR did it for you.
Thank you, Asamar.
Oh,
Sorry, I was trying to read my notes and find out how much money we're getting from the genie dad, the genie guy.
I think it was 5,000.
I think it was 5,000.
all Esma truly cares about is gold.
And alcohol.
And alcohol. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You forgot about the alcohol.
Well, and ice cream.
and not yet, but the genie daddy.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, that's a spoiler for Fallen Dragon, so tune in next Sunday.
Well, this
But-
is not consistent with Fallen Dragons at all, so it works out.
No, timeline is different. But
Oh, the timekeepers might come to restore the sacred timeline.
so
Roll variants.
is anybody gonna untie this one?
Yes, Esma does.
No, in fact, I tie her tighty.
Well, you know, she is Esma's
We
mother.
have no way to
so-
prove she
You
is who she
control it.
says
We have
she is.
This is not your ship, but you have to stay here and be tied to the mast. You have to control it from the mast.
Esma unties her.
While all this fuss is going on, the stateroom door opens and Claire walks out on deck.
What? Oh, yeah, it's your girlfriend.
Awkward.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Guiding Bolter, right?
And she sees you and then turns and sees her mother dead
Dead
on the
slash
deck.
dying. Dead slash dying.
And she slowly turns back to you. Did you do this?
Maybe. In my defense, she tried to have me killed. I think.
Oh, they say.
That was at least a decade ago.
And more recently.
If you don't know that our family had anything to do with that,
I'm pretty sure.
still, that was my mother.
And now you're probably heir? Congratulations.
She
Good to see you anyway.
you see a single tear trail from her left eye.
Oh. Poor
Only a
Claire.
split here. That's not
You
much.
know, I
for
can
that kid,
probably
Mom.
like still stabilize her if she means that much to you.
At this point, she's been dead long enough, you'd have to resurrect her.
Mm.
The ASMR arrow went through her throat. She's pretty much toast.
Okay, there's no coming back from that one.
We do have
Not
a resurrection spell if you want to give it to her, but it sounds like she was a big beehole.
well. Both of my parents were, but that's not necessarily the point.
And you're only tearing one tear. If it seriously meant a lot to you, you would have a lot more tears.
He turns to you and goes, "Look who's talking.
You mock my pain.
You're an angel. You're not even supposed to be here."
Probably not. I mean, being
Yeah, well, that's
outsiders
what,
coming
yeah, when
in.
you try to help your uncle take over the heavens.
And she turns back to Lucid. Well, now both of them are gone.
Yeah. You mean your dad too? I mean, I didn't think I
Yeah.
killed him yet.
You didn't. I did.
Oh, congratulations. You are the heir now.
And initially, when I saw you next, I was just gonna kill you. But since we've had somewhat of a positive history, I would be open to negotiation to keep you alive.
Let's just kill her.
No, you should be negotiating to keep your life. There's 5 of us to 1 of you.
Ships burn fairly easily.
Not a spare.
We could burn this one and leave.
And
Also, you've got an octopus.
I was gonna say, we have a way to get off the ship, do you?
SS Octopus.
You see her hold up her hand, and you see a small ball of flame start to grow. Do you really want to push this?
Sure, we could burn the ship. Let's burn the ship. We don't need it.
I can issue a thunder wave. And that was that fire.
Yeah, a fireball would take the ship.
Fireball would take us out.
Yeah. So I'm willing to negotiate with him, not with you.
I mean, what kind of terms are you talking?
Those would be private.
Well, I mean, if you want to go somewhere in private, let's go.
Woohoo.
She motions over to the room she came out of.
I guess I follow her.
You two go in the room, close the door.
I think someone needs to stand by the door and listen to make sure everything goes okay.
While the rest of us gets my mother out and loot the place.
Okay. So, who's doing what?
Well, I imagine I'll try to save my mother, but I'm saying we're pirates. Let's loot.
Okay, I'm gonna loot the place.
What is?
I tell my
I
mom
reckon-
to go across the
reckon-
rope to our ship, because I imagine the rope's still there. We didn't talk about taking it down.
She looks at you and goes, I'm a queen. What gave you the idea that I could even do such a thing?
Well, a queen who wants to live, you better go across that rope.
Give me a dex check for your mother. At disadvantage, by the way.
All right, so I got a 16 plus 4, so that's a 20. Then I got 20 plus 4, so 24. So 16 plus 4, so 20.
Okay. She actually makes it. She sees Jared standing there, and Jared's like, who the hell are you?
Jared wouldn't know who she is. Is that not my mother?
That's your mother, but it's not the queen that he knows.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which one of you is standing by the door of Claire and Lucia's room?
I assumed Misty was. She was the one that suggested it.
Okay. So we know Otto's looting the place. Is Braden helping him do that or what?
Well, my question is, what are the 11 crew members that were on the ship doing? They're not like they're just standing around. They're not going to try to attack us or anything.
Considering the people that hired them are dead,
I don't get paid enough for this.
I think.
Okay.
I think.
and
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
they really didn't have any allegiance. They're like
Oh, okay.
they're like the crew that you have. As long as they get paid, they'll work. If they don't get paid, they don't work.
I think Esma's gonna tell them, come join us and be pirates. We do a profit sharing. Your last employers are dead. Come and join our ship.
She pulled out a PowerPoint presentation
And click stage point.
Yeah. That showed up in the sky above the ship, and
Okay.
but
Step 1, your
Yeah.
Patreons are dead. Step 2,
Right.
we'll give you money.
right.
Don't give you alcohol.
Step 3, alcohol.
And big bold letters, right?
At that point, they agree. So you now have 18 crew members.
So yes, in that case, I'm helping loot.
Okay.
And then Esma's gonna continue to help loot too.
Right.
Because she
We
is.
have 18 crew members. Maybe we need a bigger boat.
No, your boat can hold 36 people.
Yeah, we didn't have enough crew members. We barely had. We had a skeleton crew. We were gonna get more later on. Remember?
Your boat was an actual pirate ship. It can hold 36 people. Now on to, while you guys are doing this, on to Lucid and Claire's little negotiation. Claire looks at you and goes, interesting place to find you.
You know, I turn up where I'm unexpected.
What have you been doing with yourself the last 10 to 15 years?
Has it been that long? You
It,
know,
it has. Actually, um, in 14 years.
I mean, I'm sorry I didn't look you up, but like after your parents found out about us and tried to have me killed, you know, I kind of thought well, you weren't that into me.
I, they were a tad upset. What can I tell you? Yeah. It's ultimately why I had my father killed.
Good choice. Good choice.
That and I wanted the gold.
Well, I guess you're inheriting a lot of that now.
I own the business. Oh, by the way, I own yours too.
Oh,
Your
you-
your family sold it to us.
at a good price, right?
Actually, fairly good. Your family has retired comfortably.
You know, that's how they do.
But I own both businesses now, considering both parents are gone.
And what a loss it was.
Would say I liked my mother more than my father, but nah. Uh, all they were good for was bank accounts. Uh, so, my point, we had, for the short time we knew each other, we got along.
I think we did pretty good.
Hmm. My proposal is that we continue that.
Oh, well, I accept.
You know, I know you adventure, and I know that I pretty much stay around where we are because I run two businesses now. But when you're in the area, plus I'm willing to give you a small share of your family business, which would keep you in better finances than you obviously are.
Hey, I'm doing pretty well for myself.
This woman is wearing enough gold and diamond jewelry to feed a small village. Compared to her, no, you're not. So, and I have to say, I did like you. And I don't really want to kill you.
I don't want to kill you either.
Uh,
And I guess those sorcery lessons paid off. Look at you.
yeah. When you have the money I have, you can do just about anything with it. So I had to find something to do with my time. And force feeding my father a fireball came in handy.
Good year for fireballs.
He wasn't real happy about it. But then again, he didn't have long to say anything about it. So my proposal is, now that my mother's dead, the family will stop trying to kill you.
Good.
And when you're in the area, come by.
I think I'm heading that way soon.
So, yeah. Basically, we won't try to kill you. You don't get into my business, and we
I'll
have
only get into your business, not your business.
well, that was my next thought. When you come by, we'll have some fun. Other than that, we'll let you keep adventuring, and you stay out of what I have planned, and we're all good.
But are you gonna give me a preview? I mean,
Of which,
and then I kiss it. Because, as you do.
she's a bit surprised, but after a second or two, she kisses you back.
Good. I mean, I'd hate to think I was a bad kisser.
Has been 14 years. I would think you've improved by that. If you haven't, you got a problem. So after a minute or two, she steps back. So, are you agreeable to my terms, as it were?
I agree to your terms, as it were.
Okay. At that point, she leads you out of the room.
As I hear him walk through it, that's a back way.
Um, She looks at Misty, sort of half smiles, and walks away. At which point she says, which ship would you prefer to have?
I think we'll be keeping ours.
Fine. And you guys, are you going to get off the ship the same way you got on the ship? Or what?
Tentacles? Wibbity wibbity wibbity?
Yeah. Or do you guys have another preferred way to get off the ship?
I'd go through the rope.
Okay.
I'm already purple and blue. Let's not make it more.
Yeah, I didn't have great luck with disentangling myself from the tentacles.
We should haul the ships together so it's easy to transfer the loot over.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
That's a better idea. Yes.
We pull the ships up alongside each other.
You didn't use the rope to take the loot while they were in there.
Nope.
I think we were
No,
too
we
busy
didn't
looting.
balance our way across the rope carrying loot.
She says, Claire says, oh, by the way, you can have some of it. You can't take all of it.
So Esma drops about half, so she could have half, and she keeps the other half that she's holding.
I pick up
Otto's
the
been
half you
carrying
drop and take
boxes
it.
of food upstairs.
He's been looting the food.
I knows all about the food.
Oh, we don't want the food. We want the money, the gold.
Brayden, what did you grab? Did you grab food or loot?
No, I grabbed gold, and I can't carry much as it is. So hopefully she'll let me take it. Everything
Well,
I took.
well, yeah, the amount of gold that a halfling can carry isn't that much.
That's why I picked up the half that Esma dropped. It's like make up for.
And she says to Ido, it's like, at least leave enough food for the crew until we get to the islands up ahead.
What crew?
It's like
Oh, yeah, we're looting the crew.
The crew.
I thought we were keeping the
Yeah.
crew.
Oh yeah, you did. Well, so she's like, I can sail this, not that far, and then I'll get a crew on the island.
You're pretty impressive.
Last 14 years, I've been doing a lot of things. We could have had a lot of fun had things turned out differently.
Yeah, we'd always talked about what we'd get up to once your parents finally kicked it.
Well, you see, I sped up that process.
I helped.
So except like I said, some of the things I'm into now will need to stay out of the way.
Like I mentioned, I'm not getting in your business. Just your business. And then I guess I climb over the rope back to my ship.
Okay. And she cuts the rope from her end of the ship and says, we'll see each other again.
I scream as I swing. Ah!
So how much gold did
Could have
we get?
waited till I finished.
Yeah, you were about halfway across when you did.
I fly and pick him up and carry the wet cleric back to the boat.
Oh, he didn't have the water. He's just hanging from the rope, trying not to hit the water.
Turtle snapping at my heels. And then I climb up the rope, back on my boat. I do the Captain Morgan stand.
So how much gold did we get, Mike?
I remember I picked up the half that she dropped.
We still don't know how much gold we have in our chest.
Oh, we do. We
Don't
have
know.
5,400 gold, and we have 560 gems.
She left that half because Claire told her to.
Yeah.
She told her that you could have some of the gold, but not all of it.
Oh yeah.
So she left it there because of that.
And she thought half was an appropriate number. Sure, I'll run with it.
Half plus a halfling carry.
Well, like I said, Brayden can't carry all that much, so she was like, I'm not worried about that.
I imagine while they were talking, I was grabbing more and more gold, so that was probably like my second or third round.
So um there was 2,000 gold.
Awesome! So we got 7,400 gold in the last 2 games.
And another 130 in gems.
So we got almost a total of, I think, 8 or 9,000 gold and gems. Because remember, we did the double crossing on a couple other things.
And you guys get back on your boat. Need a perception check from Esma.
Oh, crap. Okay.
You can do it.
Okay, I got a 19 plus perception. 21.
You notice large claw marks on the back of the boat.
Hmm.
A large what?
Claw
Claw.
marks.
Claw marks.
I tell them, I'm like, there's claw marks in the back of the boat. You should be careful.
That dragon turtle's been
Yeah.
up to it.
Probably the dragon turtle.
You don't see Jared.
Jared's
Oh,
a dragon
no.
turtle.
Maybe we better go check out and see if our chest is still in the where it was supposed to be.
Do you guys want to check it next game? Because it's like we're already at almost 9:30.
Yeah.
Next game, the search for Jared.
I'll do this quick. Go down there. Chest is open. It's about half of what it was.
Damn it.
Ah, damn.
And you see blood beside it.
See what?
Blood beside it on the floor.
Knife play?
What?
Knife play?
You see a considerable puddle of blood on the floor. What do you do?
I search for Jared.
You open doors on all the compartments. And in Jared's room, you see him laying on the bed. There's a large blood stain on the blanket on his bed.
Is he on the bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see his long sword standing beside the bed, the blood on it.
Is he okay?
No.
Esma gives him a healing potion.
Roll it up. He is, in fact, unconscious.
Okay. What do I roll, Mike?
Well, since you're just going to walk over and pour it in his mouth, roll me.
I cast guidance on her.
294 plus 4. The guidance shocks her and she drops the potion. It's like, no.
So 2d4 plus 4 is what you said?
Yep.
Okay. 5 plus 4, 9.
Jared now has 9 hit points. His eyes flutter open. He says, I fought that thing as well as I could. I saved some of your treasure for you, but it got away with some.
Esma gives him a kiss and says, "You know, we can always get more treasure, but you're more precious to me." All sappy-ish.
So whatever you had put down as in the trunk, you now have half that.
So we have 2,700 gold, plus we got the 2,130 gold, so we got 830. So we have 4,830 gold.
We should remember to spend all of our gold so that we don't have a chest of gold
Yes.
And we just need to put
attracting
this and
dragons.
hide it all over the ship.
Well, we still have extra gold that we had before, so we got about 6,000 gold. Plus, we're getting 5,000 from the genie trainer guy.
We want to
So
spend it all because we need gold to get food and alcohol.
yeah,
They are our
Yeah.
crew members.
but we
And-
should find
Right,
out,
but
put it
we
in a
need,
bank or
like-
something.
15 gold, not 15,000.
Actually, we should buy a cannon for the ship.
We should buy a cannon for the ship. But we
Should
could
buy
talk.
several cannon.
Yeah.
We
Well,
should
that's
buy a
how
magic
much
cannon.
They are.
Which means your next trip is back to the island where you got trained at.
Well, I think we
If-
would actually have to put my mom back to her kingdom
Well,
first, and then
Yeah.
that.
If you want the money from your mission, you have to go there to get it.
Yeah. And then I imagine we'd want to get money from my mom for saving her life. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we should extort her too.
Yes.
We'll
I
only
know.
return you to your kingdom if you agree to pay the ransom.
Her, her own daughter is going to extort her.
Not
But
extort,
to
but
save her
ask for
life.
ask for her inheritance. Because, you know, I've been hidden away for 10 years. I gotta get something back. I love
You
her,
be-
but I'm still
be-
bitter.
You've been hidden away for longer than that.
Yeah.
So
And once again, I'm wondering about these people I found myself in company with.
Because remember, I am a loving daughter, but I am chaotically evil.
yeah, you're like, I've got to be more careful about which ships I stow away on from now on.
Well, you're not gonna be hiding away on any more ships because you are now part of the crew.
There is that. Yeah.
The last 2 days, you're like,
So is this typical of what you guys get yourselves into?
Yep, here's your cut. And I give them each 5 gold.
You know,
Wow.
usually we actually lose more than we win, so this is just a plus.
you know, you find out Lucid is really cheap, and that's why the crew is always grumbling.
Well, I give each of the crew 5 gold too. They should be thrilled. That's a lot of money for a crewman.
Yeah. Plus, we give them food, board.
They're like,
Yeah, I'm thrilled to get 5 gold.
they're like, we can make more than this sitting on our butts in the bar. Come on.
In one day, I don't think so.
And we don't have to risk our life doing it.
Where were your lives at risk?
We talk about risking your life. You didn't go fight anybody.
Yeah, but we have to put up with your ass.
I mean, that's fair.
Oh, and this is where we're going to end tonight. With the party safely back on the ship
Yay!
for now. And an interesting new reoccurring character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know what Claire's up to now.
Yeah.
Demons.
Drug
It's always
smuggling.
demons.
Drug smuggling demons.
Drug smuggling
Uh.
demons.
Demon smuggling drugs.
Isn't that what ex-girlfriend stands for? I don't. I know that's what ex-wife stands for, but
I've had a couple of ex-girlfriends like that.
that's a private story. So, what did you guys think of the episode?
Oh, I enjoyed it.
It
Wouldn't
was
that be
fun.
more of what we discuss on the after show?
Oh, I'm just
I'm just messing with you.
asking in general.
I'm messing with you, Mike.
Well, we will get more into detail on the after show, but
I enjoyed myself. It was fun.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
and did Lucid enjoy playing Captain Morgan most of the episode?
I did. I love when a guiding bolt crits. Throwing that many dice at once is just so powerful.
No. Okay. Be sure and tune in next week for Fallen Dragons. And
Well, actually, are we doing Fallen Dragons? Because it's the 4th of July.
Yeah, I should say.
actually, I was gonna ask that because I did notice that next Sunday's 4th of July. Do you guys have plans? Do you want to
I do.
You do?
So,
Yeah, I know.
The only
I
problem...
know.
Oh, go ahead, Mike.
I know you're gonna be out of town.
Heck, out of state.
The only
But-
problem I have is there's going to be fireworks, so my dog's going to be going crazy. So trying to stream while my dog's going crazy, I don't know.
And you're probably gonna have the same issue.
Well, we might actually leave town so we're not here with him around the fireworks. We might try to head off somewhere like out in the middle of nowhere.
That's true.
So
So
I say no. Just be on the safe side.
okay. Yeah, so there will not be. Do we want to push Fallen Dragons back or just skip one and do Esma again the next week?
We don't want to change the schedule.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense because everyone knows the 1st, 3rd, and 5th is Fallen Dragons. To change it will now be opposite, and that doesn't make sense.
So we just skip Fallen Dragons next week and then have Esma again the week after.
Makes sense to me.
Mhm.
Unless we want to play it another night, but I don't want to do that because it's a holiday type thing. It just makes sense to skip it.
People are gonna be busy this weekend.
Yeah.
So
Plus, I'm gonna be seeing someone, so not on Sunday, but it'll be fun.
Someone fun.
Someone fun.
Well,
Not
have a
that
good
everyone
time.
needs to know that on the stream, but
You wanted to tell the whole world. Don't you deny it.
I just don't want to get a text of, I'm in jail, come and get me out, sort of thing.
not that
I
kind of
need
fun.
bail money.
Okay. So, but if in lieu of our episode next week, check out our YouTube, watch our old episodes. We have Discord. We have a podcast. Leave us comments on our YouTube. Anybody that sees comments can answer them. You can ask practically any question you want, we'll answer.
But please keep it in English.
Yeah, because I don't think any of us know Spanish that I know of.
No, well,
No.
I have a friend
Uh,
who does, so he can respond, but it'll take a second.
Or come. Yeah.
I'm fluent
If
in
you
Google
can-
Translate.
If you can respond in Latin, I'm pretty good at Latin.
Whole sentences would be good. But and we have a Twitter and did I forget anything?
I don't know.
Don't think so.
I think that's all the ways you can either see us or get a hold of us. So
Smoke signals.
Always smoke signals.
the manager in my apartment would be annoyed if I did that. But
My manager would be too.
but seriously, help us grow our channel. We want to build the community. We want to talk to you guys. We want to know what you think of what we do. So
I mean, only if it's good though.
so with that, I will say we will see you Sunday after next. And we'll probably do an after show before that. Good night, guys.
Good night,
And thank you for
everyone.
watching.
Night.
Thank you for watching.
Goodbye, my loyal fans.